PPT is, yeah. So today we are going to discuss about the verbs. Okay. So what are these strong and weak forms? So first we'll see this. Why do we need this? So to have a right pronunciation when we are pronouncing the forms of the verb. So let us go into this. Okay. So just go through the PPT. You can see this PPT, no, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you able to see this PPT? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So we use a strong form when we, yes, thank you. We use the strong form when we pronounce the word alone or when we want to emphasize them. Thus, stressed words carry a strong form. Okay, so when we pronounce a particular word alone, so suppose take example. He and I are good friends. She and I are good friends. Okay, take this. Okay, so here we are not stressing. So we are not and weak, but she and I. Okay, and so that is called as a weak. She is a strong. She we are pronouncing with force. She and I, and we are not giving much importance. I. Okay, so she and I are again are we are neglecting good friends. So good friends. Okay, so some words we are not pronouncing properly, means we are not putting force, and for some words we are putting force. So for the words which we are not putting force when we are pronouncing that word, such type of words we call them as a weak forms of the words. Weak forms. So for the words which we are giving force when we pronounce, okay, they are called as the strong forms. Okay, understood? Okay, so and suppose if we pronounce and separately, alone, and we pronounce it, okay, we pronounce with force and, but when it is in a sentence, okay, so when it is in a sentence, so we we weaken that word, we don't put force for that word. Okay, so that is called as a weak forms of the word. If they are pronounced separately, we put force, but if they are not pronounced if they are in a sentence, so we we weak them. Okay, so we don't put force. Okay, so in English language, a word takes its strong form when we pronounce the word alone. Okay, so when we pronounce the word alone, it takes a strong form. Put emphasis on the word. Okay, so we put emphasis on the word if it is alone. Okay, so if it is alone, we emphasize. But some words we do not put strong. Okay, so here interestingly we group English words into categories, into two categories we have in English words. Okay, so one is a content word and next is a function words. Okay, so content word and function words, two types of words we have. So what are these content words and what are the function words? Let us know. Okay, when knowing the characteristics of such words, you need to always a couple of very important things. Okay, you need to know always a couple of very important things. What are that? Content words are always strong. Okay, so content words are always strong, meaning that they always receive stress in a sentence. Okay, so content words are always strong and they always receive stress when they pronounce, they receive stress in a sentence. Okay, function words are naturally weak. Okay, so function words are weak and unstressed in a sentence. Okay, so however, they can also become strong in certain situations. So in certain situations, they become strong, but usually function words are weak words. Content words are strong words. You have to remember this. Content words are strong words. Function words are weak words. Okay. So what are content words and what are function words? Let us see. Okay, see here. So content words. So as previously mentioned, content words are generally stressed. Stressed means strong. Stressed words means strong forms of the words. Okay. So content words are strong. Okay, so what are these content words? So content words include the following words. Okay, so what are the nouns, main verbs, adjectives, adverbs, question words, and negative auxiliaries. Okay, so content words in the sense they are nouns. Okay, nouns. Content words mean what are content words in sense? Nouns. Nouns are names of a places, names of a people, names of a things comes under nouns. So when we pronounce these words, so we have to put stress whenever we get nouns in a sentence. Okay, so they are generally stressed. They are strong forms. Okay, so again, main verbs. We know what are verbs. Main verbs. Okay, like working, walking, running, cooking, playing. So all these are studying. All these are main verbs. We have to put force. They are strong words and adjectives. So adjectives are also strong. Okay. So whenever we adjectives are modifiers. Whenever we get the negative forms of this helping verb, isn't, can't, okay, aren't. So that we have to, we consider them as a strong words. Okay. So whenever we pronounce verbs, we have to put stress. So whenever we pronounce adjectives, we have to put they require stress, and adverbs also require stress, and question words are also we have to stress, and negative and okay. So all these content words are so understood. So content words are the strong words. Whenever we encounter this content words, we have to put force. Okay. So whenever we get the negative forms of this helping verb, isn't, can't, okay, aren't. So that we have to, we consider them as a strong words. Okay. So whenever we pronounce adjectives, we have to put stress. So whenever we pronounce adverbs, we have to put they require stress, and question words are also we have to stress, and negative and okay. So all these content words are So whenever we get like he, her, him, you, so we do not stress them, and even auxiliaries also. Okay. So whenever we get this grammar words, which are called as a function words, so we do not stress. Okay, they are the weak forms of the verbs. Okay, so weak forms, weak words, weak forms of the words. So let us go to some examples to have a good, better understanding. Okay. So, but just a reminder here, just go through a small reminder. What is that? But always remember the function word is not always weak. Okay. So, as we have as we have also it becomes strong when we want to emphasize it in a sentence. So suppose if you want to emphasize it in the sentence, they also become strong. Okay. So take this example. Okay. So take this example. The woman some late. Okay, so appointment. Okay, so I can't be late for my appointment. Late and appointment only vice versa. So here, see here, the third sentence, stress words includes, so can't is there, no? So we have to, even negative auxiliaries, I told you, negative auxiliaries should also be stressed. I can't be late for my appointment. Okay, so we have to, so in the third sentence, stressed words include can't, late, and appointment. Only three words we have to use. So remaining words we have to unstress. Okay, so can't is a negative auxiliary. It is a content word, and late is an adjective. Okay, so sorry, adverb. How late came. So how he came late. Okay, so he was late. So late is a word which describes the work that is come. Okay, so appointment is a noun. So in the third sentence you have to pronounce just can't, late, and appointment. Okay, understood? So this is how we have to stress. So whenever we get the content words, we have to stress. Whenever we get this functional words, we should not stress. So they are unstressed words. So next, generally we use the strong form of the function words to emphasize. Why should we know this strong and weak forms? Is to emphasize something which is important in a sentence. If anything, we have to convey that it is very important in a sentence. So in cases, the technically unstressed form. So they are at the end of the any this we have to stress it. Okay, so we'll see with some. So here, so okay, so this is a week. Are they from Japan? Have to pronounce. We have to put stress on Japan. Are they from Japan? Okay, here we are considering R. So here R is, see here, sound R, R. So here we have included in this two slashes means sounds. Okay, so R is a weak form. S they are. S they are. Okay, S they are. Yes, they are. Okay, so we put are here becomes strong because it is at the end of the sentence. If it is at the starting of the sentence, we consider it as a weak form. But if it is at the end of the sentence, same are, it is positioned at the end of the sentence, we consider it as a strong form. Okay, so are they when we pronounce this sentence, we don't put force on R. Okay, are they from Japan? Are they from Japan? Japan? Are they from Japan? Japan? Okay, so next is they are. Yes, they are. Okay, so R here we are putting, making this R become strong because it is at the end of the sentence and we have to emphasize it. Yes, they are from Japan. Okay, so yes, they are from Japan. Yes, they are. We just says yes, they are. Yes, they belong to Japan. Okay, so next. So next sentence. Next can. Can is a model auxiliary. Okay, it is a weak form. Okay, actually in general it is a weak form. Okay, there are also some common English words that have both strong and weak forms. Okay, so here, see this, actually here So here, can we sit here? Can we sit here? Okay. So here we don't put force here. Can we sit here? Okay. So we we don't put force. This is considered as unstressed in this situation. Okay. So but when we take this situation, so here can has come at the end of the sentence. So now we can say that we can, we know, you can. Okay. We know the sentence. We have to stress here this can. Yeah, please mute. Next. Next here we will consider this but word. But okay. So but actually this is a weak form. Now she's she's a fool, but actually it has to come at the end. By mistake, it's there here. She is a fool, but 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 okay. So when it is at the last, okay. So when it is in the middle, we don't put stress. So let us go with some other examples. Okay. That. Okay. So that when we pronounce separately alone, we put force. It is a strong Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. There was a small disturbance in the middle. Yes. So off here is a so all this is related to column. This is a column. Actually, if we were here, you would have got practiced in the system. You were not there here in college, no. So I'm explaining all this. Okay. So even we have lot of exercises. After you come over here, you can practice these exercises also. You have this software, no? So through this software, you can have more idea about all this big and strong forms, how to pronounce it. You have lot of exercises to identify which is where we have to pronounce it as a big forms and where we have to pronounce it, where we have to stress. Okay. So next, I'm fond of chips. Okay, of is a weak form here. Okay, so here next. Next, strong form. Chips are what I'm fond of. Chips are what I'm fond of. Of. It's at the end. So we have to pronounce it. Okay. Chips are what I'm fond of. Okay. So here. Same. Okay. So eat them. Eat them. Here it is strong. Okay. So leave them there. Leave them here. Okay. So here them is a big form. Okay. Us. Same here. They invited all of us. They invited all of us. Okay. So here it is a strong. Next here, write is a little. Write is a little. Okay. So here us we don't emphasize it. Write is a little. Okay. This is a big form. Next am. She's not told. She's not old as I am. She's not old as I am. As I am. Okay. So am is a strong form. So here next. Why I'm here. Why I'm here. I'm is a weak here. Why I'm here. Okay. So next. He was here a minute ago. He was here a minute ago. Okay. So this is here was is weak form. Okay. Whereas here the record was. Okay, the record was. Okay. So this is a strong. So these are the weak and strong forms of the word. Okay. So no, we can when can a function become strong in a sentence? So when can a function becomes strong in a sentence in the sense? So if a function becomes strong, a function word becomes strong in a sentence if it is at the end of the sentence. If it is at the end of the sentence, a function word becomes strong in a sentence. And in other cases, so if it is in the negative form, a form of auxiliaries, then also it becomes strong in a sentence. And next, if we want to emphasize any particular word, then also it becomes strong in a sentence. Okay, so when auxiliaries or modal substitutes that includes a main verb, okay, so then it becomes a strong in a sentence. Okay, so these are the things of strong and weak forms of the words. Okay, so this is how to pronounce when we get a strong forms of the verbs and weak forms of the verbs. Okay. So next is the oral presentations. Already ma'am has given you ma'am has given instructions how to do this presentations, oral presentations. So sorry, ma'am will give, Fatima ma'am will give instructions for you how to go with this oral presentations. After listening the instructions, you try to give your presentations to madam. I'm handovering this to madam.
We have to complete this thing, or shall I complete?
I have completed this oral presentations.
Okay, now I can continue with the another oral presentation.
Oral presentations.
Okay. Just give me a second, students. I want to share my PPT. Okay, I'll do it later.
Shall we continue?
Oh, yeah, if you can continue. Then you can.
Wait for a few seconds. So ma'am, she'll show you PPT. Okay. So already in our second module, you have no about oral presentations, how to do oral presentations. I think even you have finished your TED Talk topics also. So whatever you have done in your TED Talks, please, if you have your PPTs, share the PPTs and try to explain that what you have done. So in brief, okay. So even it will be like a practice for you. Okay. If you have the slides, you can share and give your presentations. Okay. So selection of the first thing is while doing your PowerPoint presentation, first selection of the topic is very important. Okay, so your standards, your knowledge, your understandings depends on your selection of the topic. So you have to take utmost care to select your topics, take time, plan your presentation. Okay, so after you select your topics, you just check whether the topic is relevant to the audience. So you have to know your audience. So what are their understandings? Okay, so whether the topic is yes. So whether the topic is related. Stop sharing. Okay, so you have to know your audience. What are their levels of understandings? Okay, so is the topic relevant to them or not? You have to know. Okay, next. Okay, so next you have to organize your contents based on the time given to you. So suppose it is a 30 minutes your presentation or 20 minutes or 15 minutes. Okay, remember your time, keep the time in mind and organize the contents neatly, clearly. Okay, so which has to be come at the starting, which has to be done at the middle of the presentation, and what is the thing you have to conclude. Okay, so these three things are very important. Okay, so beginning is very important. To involve the audience in your presentation, you will have to begin interesting. Okay, so suppose you can begin with a question, or you can start with any facts. Okay, any proverbs also you can go with. So introduction of the topic should be interesting, so that you can take the attention, you can grab the attention of the audience. to your further presentation. Okay, so planning your plan properly for your oral presentation. Okay, so take time. Okay, so organize your contents properly. Okay, plan it and collect all the resources, means all the material which you want to present from different resources. You have several material, much material is available in the internet. You can collect from them even books, newspapers, anything, whatever source you have, you can collect that information. Okay, so organize everything and try to present it neatly. Okay, I'll hand over the sessions.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, students. Am I audible? Where, where is the? Yes. Okay. Students, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, that's fine. So for activity session, we have this today for we have one second. I'll close it and then I'll open. So today we will be having this oral presentation, right? For activity session, we have oral presentation. Okay, where is that? Can you see the present? Can you see the my PPT? Students?
Yes, ma'am.
Students? Okay, okay, that's fine. So, as far as today's presentation is concerned, it is oral presentation. So before we start, let me introduce myself. I think which class is this? This is What to do, ma'am?
They're not able to hear you.
They're not able to hear me, it seems.
Why you have come out?
I don't know.
Not there.
What is that? This P. Ashoka? What is the password?
IARE. The capital I sir has login. I don't know.
What is
Capital ARE ECE
ECE
at 0
Ma'am, we can hear you, ma'am.
at
0.
what?
Sign in.
Students?
Ma'am,
Somebody is saying.
Are there?
Yeah, it seems somebody is there. I don't know. I see,
yeah.
it's there. Hello? Can you hear me? Just
Yes,
tell me.
ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear? They are hearing. Okay, no issue. Video presenter. Okay. So let me introduce. This is EC, right? EC first sem or second sem or third sem?
First sem, ma'am.
First sem, ma'am.
Ah. Okay. Now let me introduce you. Let me introduce myself first. My name. Okay. Okay. Nice to meet you, all of you guys. My name is Shabina Fatima, and I am assistant professor of English at your institute, IARE. I am from Uttar Pradesh, and I most of my education I have completed from Uttar Pradesh itself. If I talk about my family, I have 5 members in my family: mother, father, along with me 2 brothers. Okay, so I have completed recently. I have completed doctorate from Dr. B.R. Ambedkar University, Agra. My specialization is translation studies and gender studies. And I have, if I talk about my hobbies, I am, a kind of open personality. I would love to make friends. I would love to travel. I would love to learn new cultures, new languages. I would love to meet new people. These are my hobbies. Apart from that, I love painting, I love music, and I love cooking. These are my hobbies. If I talk about my goals, that is, I want to do something, for the welfare, for the welfare of the society, or you can say for the betterment of the society, especially for the women. I just want to work for the women, and in my future, it's my aim that I will build a kind of, not very big, but if I can build, I can establish a kind of institution. So those women who are being, marginalized, or who are suppressed, or sometimes who are suffered due to, sometimes they are failed marriage, due to failed marriage, or some other reason they are raped, or anything happened to them, means they are not able to survive, they are facing a struggle, they are, suffering. So I would like to help them in the way that I want to build a small institution, because as of now I can see that I won't be able to have a big institution, or you can see the helping center. So I'll be giving them, my aim is I want to give them a kind of, training, so that they can earn on their own, and they can, uh, stable themselves on their own. This is my goal. And apart from that, I love, I love writing, and I love to, help with the people. So whosoever comes to me, most of the time, 99%, it is like that I am helping students, and whosoever, means whatever is my capacity, I'll be helping them. So that is the thing. That is my short introduction. Now I'll talk about. Now we will discuss about our oral presentation. Or else, if you want to ask anything, you can just ask me. I'll be answering, and then we'll be coming to our presentation, our topic. It is it is open to you, or means whether you want to or you don't want to. If you want to ask anything about me, just ask me. Otherwise, we will go for our presentation. Okay. Okay, we'll go. We'll go with the presentation. Today is our presentation, that is oral presentation. Okay. Can you see the screen?
Yes,
Can you
ma'am.
see the screen? So what is oral presentation? It is a kind of public speaking or simply a presentation, public speaking or the presentation. Sometimes it is an individual presentation and sometimes it takes place in group. So that a kind of presentation when which is being held in groups and the individual level as well. Yes, we all face these things. We all are present to give the presentation or to a topic. So that is the way, that is the thing, that because it boosts your confidence level, and it boosts your knowledge, and it gives you confidence, and you will be, that is why it is important. This presentation plays a vital role in building leadership skills in a person. So that is the thing. So oral presentation is a kind of public speaking or the presentation that we are. Okay. So what we do is we are given a particular topic and we have to speak on. Sometimes you might have seen, you all must be having a kind of fun at your home also, when we are sitting idly at our home and with our siblings or with our family. So what happens is, we just take a topic and we start speaking about it. And sometimes, most of the people who are very much important in politics, sometimes what happens is they say, for example, your parent, your father is supporting one party, and you will be supporting to another party, or you will not be supporting to any party. So that is also a kind of, you are there also, you are giving your views. It's not that you are not presenting. This presentation is something that enables you, that gives you a confidence that you can speak any topic that you want to speak or that you are asked to speak. Okay, that sometimes what happens is people, when in the class also, when we have given, when we are assigned, when we have assigned some topics to the students, most of the students, they keep silent and they are not answering. They hesitate and they are reluctant not to answer, right? So why? Because they are hesitant. They are lacking knowledge, and sometimes they are not confident, and that is why a kind of, it's still a kind of conflict, whether I should speak or whether I should not speak, right? So that is why this presentation skill is important on a regular basis in the class or in between our friends. What happens is we become very familiar, we feel very comfortable, and we can speak on any topic that we are given or we want to speak. Right, so that is why this is oral presentation. Now we will see what is the aim of oral presentation, what is the aim of presentation, what is when we are presenting something, when we are asked to present a topic, when we are asked to speak on a topic, why it is compulsory to what is the necessity to speak on a particular topic, and why we were asked. So the main objective of and we have faced whenever we go we see that we have to speak on whether you are also that time also you have to speak. If you are not going to speak, it means it gives a kind of impression that you don't have the knowledge, or you are very introvert impression, and that is why you will be you will a presentation or the well among your friends. So what happened is when we go for an interview or we go classroom or when we are searching, and it happens to everybody at your all the places, workplaces, classroom, social events, all the weddings also we are speaking. So topic may differ, but you are presenting your views, you are putting your views, you are expressing your thoughts about a particular topic. So that is presentation. So why what is the need, what is the aim of presentation? Right, students? Now, am I clear now? Hello? Am I clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So to inform this, so what is the Okay, and then you can say that tell me what you talk about, and then you just establish what is the purpose of your speaking. And the second part that comes is part of an oral presentation, that what key terms. Here you will be speaking about, you will be giving a detailed description of your of your topic. Okay, here you will be giving a detailed description about your topic. Say for example, you are asked to speak on technology. Okay, so means cyber security or any technology. So first you introduce the technology, or the, say for example, you are asked to online platform learning. Say for example, you are asked to speak on our online platforms of learning. So you will be speaking about what is online, what are the online platforms of learning that are available, or that you know, means with you understand. Okay, then you will be speaking about the Zoom, about the Google Meet, about the WebEx Meet, and so many platforms are available nowadays. Okay, so now you will be giving a detail about the, what are the functions and what are the characteristics of these platforms, and how. Then you will be talking about the usage of those platforms. How one can use, and what are the ways of using those. Say for example, you can conduct workshop, you can take classes, you can conduct workshop, you can conduct online meetings, so many things, business meeting, family meetings, so many things that you can do with the help of these at online platforms. So these are the things that you have to be, then you will be, you have to, when you are giving the details, first you introduce, and then you will be speaking about the pros and cons of the of 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 your topic. Okay, and then you can say, and while giving the details of your presentation, you should provide the content as you stated, in order whatever you have listed out, if it is planned presentation. If it is not planned presentation, you cannot have any listed presentation, or you cannot have a manuscript with you. Okay, so when it is a planned presentation, you just deliver your presentation in the order that you listed. Okay, and you should, it is advisable that you should use transitional device first. First I would like to introduce, say for example you're asked to, your topic is online platforms of learning. So you will say, first I'll introduce the topic, what is online platforms of learning, that is very trendy in this time, and what do you mean by online platform learning. Second, you will be giving the terminology or definition of those things, and then thirdly you will say that what is the uses that how can we use these platforms, and the last we can say that, and then you can say next I will come to the advantage of online learning platforms. Then next I will come to the, now I'll come to the disadvantages of online learning platforms, and after that you can say, last but not least, we'll talk about the result and the consequences of the technology that is being invented. So these are the things that you should, and you must use those words, that is first, second, third, last, next. These are the words that you are advised to use those while presenting your topic. What happened is, someday before I was taking classes for some students, and I saw that students are, they are, it seems, though the camera was off, so I could not assure, but it seems that students are not, it seems that students are not giving, students are not giving proper it's presentation, and it seems they are reading out from the handouts. So when you are, if at all you are referring to a manuscript, and if you use these words, first I would like to say, the second, and then third, then the next, then the next, I like that these words, when you use it, will reduce the impression that you are reading it from a manuscript, or you have written it somewhere. So that is why it is important, and that is why it is important to use these bridging words or linking words, the transitional devices, that is that you should use. And then the next part of an oral presentation is to conclude. Obviously, when whatever we start, there should be a conclusion. So you can say, you can conclude your topic within 2 or 3 lines, and you can say, to sum up, or to concise, to brief. These are the words that you can use while concluding your presentation. Okay, and these are the words that gives a signal to the audience that your presentation is going to end up. Okay, and sometimes you can use a quotation by some other student, by some of the professor, or some of the philosopher, or some of the learner. You can say that, you can just quote the lines, and you can say, with those lines, I would like to end my presentation. I would like to end my topic, like that. Or you can quote some poetic lines. You can quote, and you can say, with these poetic lines, I would like to end up my session, like that. You can say, right? Next, the next thing that comes, that is, what is the secret of effective speaker? Now, what should you do? What is your planning? What should your what is that thing that you should do when you are planning to prepare for a presentation? Say, for example, you are going to have an interview, and there you will be knowing that you may be asked to have a group discussion or group presentation, or they may ask you to speak on some topic that you know. So sometimes it happens, they'll say that, okay, what is is your specialization, or what do you, which topic would you like to speak on. Sometimes it happens in some of the interviews, not all kinds of interviews, but in some of the interviews it happens. So there, so basically, so you have to say, for example, in the college, in the college you are presenting your topic. So here what happened is you have already given your topic and you have to speak. Oh, you have already given your topic and you have to they say that you just prepare your topic and come with the preparation. So what is that thing? So first of all, first and foremost, first of all, first the thing that is required, that is you should know your audience. Who is your audience? What is their background? And what is the environment that you are going to speak on? For say, for example, you are speaking, you are presenting a topic on the final, on the annual day of your college. So what is the what who is your audience? Who is your audience? You must be knowing that it is college people, it is the college students, it may be the seniors or it may be the juniors, who may be the audience of your, who may be your audience, and what kind of environment will be there. So say, for example, you went to present a topic in a conference or in a seminar. So here, that is why it is important to know the background of your audience. Who are your audience, and what will be the environment of your so before doing this, you are asked to research your topic. You should browse topic. You should have thorough knowledge of your topic. Whatever you are talking, make a note of your topic and try to inculcate in your presentation. And it should be, and naturally it should be simple and concise. It should not be very, you when you are speaking, don't speak too long sentences that student, that your audience feel bored, or some board or something. Okay, and at the same time you should be concise, because you are not giving a proper, means very lengthy time. You'll be given only 5 to 10 minutes, and you have to conclude your topic. You have to introduce yourself, and then you have to briefly talk about your topic. So be concise, be point. It should be point wise, it should be simple and clear. And then while speaking, you should anticipate your audience reaction and questions. If they are agree with you, you have to agree with them. Okay, or if they don't agree with you, you can just you cannot be agree with them. You have to angry with them, but you have to anticipate what is their reaction, and what all the what they may have many questions. If you don't have answers, you just say that, sorry, I am not having any answer. Sorry, sir, I am not able to answer this question. Like that, be polite to your audience. Uh, I have to continue. Okay. Okay. So anticipate audience reaction and question. Whatever questions they may ask, or many questions, that may sound good, or that may sound not, they that may sound not mm, sincere at all. But you have to patience. You have to have patience with your audience. Okay, say sometimes what happen is audience are not at all paying any attention to the audience, because they feel it. Sometimes they feel it more. So that is why it is important to engage your audience while speaking. When you are speaking, and when you are engaging your audience, they will not feel bored, and they'll not feel that it is a boring kind of presentation. Since I am trying to say, for example, I am trying to have an interaction with you, but you people are not giving any response to me. I'm unable whether you are I'm unable to know whether you guys are listening or not. So I don't know what, so this sort of things should not happen. Okay. So then online outline the presentation. So before going to your presentation, you should outline your presentation and you should practice. Am I clear to you? Guys, am I clear to you? Students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what are what do you understand till since far? Hmm? What do you understand? What should you do to engage your audience? What will you be doing to engage your audience? Anyone? What will you be doing to engage your audience? Hmm? Anyone? Who is the class representative here? F3. F3. F3.
The chat.
Yeah. You are the class representative. Okay. What's your name? What's your name? Am I speaking in some foreign language that you do that you people don't understand? Guys? Guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me. What do you understand till now? How do you present oral when you are presenting? What are the things that you will be doing to engage your audience? Hmm? Say for example, you are giving a speech, okay, and now you are feeling that your audience is not taking any interest. So what will you be doing? Hmm? Students. Okay, you guys are very boring. So now we will see we will now try to look at the types of presentation that we have. So first, the type of presentation that is impromptu. It is a kind of, a presentation that is delivered without any predetermination or the preparation. The meaning of this term is doing something without preparation. So when you are presenting, say for example, I ask you to come with a topic, and we said, okay, this is very normal topic, so we'll be able to speak. And when you come to the college and when you come to the class and when you are presenting, whatever comes in your mind, you are just speaking. Or say for example, I ask you, in the class you are asked to give the presentation, and the topic of presentation is assigned to you then and there itself. Then then that kind of presentation, that type of presentation is known as impromptu. What? Okay. So hello. So impromptu presentation, that is doing something without any presentation. In this pain, yeah, here you have to speak within a few seconds and expected, and you are expected to come up with the relevant. Who is speaking? Who is speaking? Oh my God.
What is the favorite?
Please, who is disturbing us? Please mute yourself. Please mute yourself, whosoever is disturbing. I'm not able to find out. G3, G3, please mute yourself. G3, please mute yourself. G3, please mute yourself. Mute yourself, G3. So, so this in here what we are in, what the speaker is expected to, that he or she has to give his views on a particular topic within a second, within few seconds or a few minutes, that on the topic, and you have to be specified during your deliverance. Okay. The second type of presentation is extemporaneous. It is a speech of one where will you have a time to. It is a kind of presentation that is that you are giving with the presentation. The time is you are assigned. This topic is assigned to you earlier, and you will be able to present your topic. You will be able to prepare well for the topic. And here what you can do is you can just write it on a paper, and you can read it from a manuscript, or you can memorize all through the whole speech, and you can speak on it. Okay, it is will be it promotes the likelihood that the speaker will be perceived as knowledgeable and credible. Obviously, when you have written something, and when you have remembered, when you by heart something, and you are speaking with fluently, so obviously the impression will be that you are very knowledgeable and you are very credible. So that is the thing. So this kind of presentation will be helpful in perceiving you as a knowledgeable and credible person. Okay. In addition, your audience is likely to pay better attention to the message. Why? Because what happened is it is engaging both verbally and non-verbally. Say for example, you're presenting a topic in a seminar, and you have presented, you have written down everything, and you by heart you may write it down, or you may by heart. Both the choices are with you, and you are just going to you are presenting your topic. So what happens is, when you are presenting your topic by hearting, by when you are presenting your topic by memorizing or the manuscript, then you will be understanding your topic very well, and in that way means you will be, not only you but your whole body will be speaking, will be giving expression, or the delivering the thoughts that is running in your mind. So that is why it is important. Okay. Now the third topic, third kind of presentation is that is a manuscript speech. Here what you do is, what is manuscript? It is a written document. That is written document. So a manuscript speech is when the speaker writes down every word and then speak during the speech. Okay. The speaker delivered the speech with the each word planned, and in front of them having a page. And when you are speaking with the manuscript, that you are reading, it means that you are reading your topic. It means that you have written down something, you have searched it somewhere, and then you are just reading, reading it loud from a paper. So what it can is that it can control your time. It can control your word, choice of word or diction, and and you can be you are free to be critical. You are free to be use the elegant language because why? Because it has written, and that's why you are yeah, your language can be elegant. You can be critical, and you can control the time period. What is the disadvantage of the presentation that is given through manuscript is that it loses the eye contact. You cannot contact while reading, you cannot contact with your audience. So that is the biggest loss that we have when we are presenting a speech through the manuscript. And loss of natural speaking is style. Naturally, when we are speaking and when we are reading, these are the two things. I think you all must know what is the listening and what is the reading, right? What is the reading and what is the speaking. When we speak, our whole body is engaged. When we read, that time, not the body, no, that time also, but not the body, but brain is engaged. So that is why it is advisable not to use the manuscript. Okay, next type of presentation, that is memorized. This is a kind of presentation when you memorize, when you by heart your manuscript and deliver in the public places. The biggest disadvantage of such sort of excuse me, the biggest disadvantage of such type of presentation is that time is required to memorization. If you don't have time, you will not be able to memorize anything. And the biggest risk is that you forget some part of your speech, and then when you are delivering, you forgot. And the second thing is, the speech can sound memorized, and it can lack of spontaneity, and the speaker's effectiveness is gone. So that is the thing with memorized presentation. Okay, now how can we engage how can we engage our audience while presenting? So what we'll be doing, we'll be asking questions. What is suggestible that we should ask a question? Testing the audience, though we are not there for testing the audience, but we can test our audience in a way that whatever you have delivered, will they able to grasp? Will they do they really listen to you, or they just sitting over there? So when you are interacting your audience, it means you are checking with them that whether they paid you a proper attention or not, right? Say for example, right now I'm asking you people to answer me, but you people are not answering me. It means you people are just log in and you people are not there, you are not listening to me. I think so. I think so. So that is the impression that you are giving, that these audience is giving, and that is why sometimes it is important to interact with audience, and so that they will not feel bored, and they'll feel engaged there. For them, it will be entertaining. So you should also allowing the student to ask the question. So say for example, I'm asking you, if you have any doubt, if you have anything to say, you just share it with me. But you guys are not taking any interest, any part in the any kind of activity. So are you guys are listening? Are you guys listening?
Yes, ma'am.
So, okay. Listen properly, otherwise you will be asked some questions from this after this lecture.
Okay, ma'am.
So, allowing the audience to ask the question. So, say for example, you ask, you have delivered a lecture on women's education or a women empowerment. So you can ask your audience that you can, if you have any question, you can just ask me. Say for example, you have you made you are giving a presentation on any topic that you are asked to present. Say for example, any scientific invention. We are talking about any scientific invention, and you know that your audience is unknown to it. So they must be having some questions, some question. There'll be some doubt in their mind, so they can ask. So you should allow your audience to ask you questions. It will give a positive impression from your part, that they feel engaged and they feel interacted. Also, another thing is that you can provide the handouts in the sense that if you are preparing, if you have already prepared any written document of your presentation, that time you can provide the handout, so that they will be having an idea. They can go through the handouts that you have provided them and have an idea of what you are talking about, talk about, or or consider a fill in the blank. Conduct a survey at that time also. So what kind of survey, how will you do the survey? You can provide these handouts, and you can to fill that survey, and what all things will be there, that you can you can ask their personal details. What are their personal details, affiliation, their address or phone number or email address, anything. And then you can ask them some questions, some open-ended question, whether they are agree with you or not, or they can rate. You can ask them to rate your
Madam, voice is breaking, madam.
rate your topic. Say for example, you are conducting a survey
Madam, audio
and
is not clear, madam.
you okay.
Madam, audio is not clear, madam.
What to do? Am I clear now? Am I
No,
clear
madam,
now?
not clear. Not clear, madam. Voice is not clear, madam.
Oh no. What to do? This device is actually creating trouble. Can you listen? Are you able to listen?
Madam, voice is not
Are you
clear,
able
madam.
to listen? Better what to do? I don't know what to do.
Madam, here it's showing your signal red mark,
What to
madam.
do?
Madam, your signal
Hmm?
showing red symbol, madam. Your signal is red saying red color.
Now? Now?
Ah, it's okay,
Yes,
madam.
ma'am,
No,
we can hear
signal
you.
is complete. Signal.
Ma'am, we can hear you, ma'am.
You can hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, so these are the things that with those tips, by using those tips, you can interact with your audience, and and in between you can ask some of your audience to volunteer if they are demonstration. for the demonstration. Means if it is, but it happens very rarely. It depends on the topic that you are going to deal with, and you can provide some small, you can provide them a gift, but it happens in seminars also. So that is not relevant to you. So basically, these things will they this last thing, no, providing small gift back. It is provided by the organizer, not the participants. So so tips. What are the tips that by using those tips effect you can make your presentation effective. So first and foremost, that is that you should speak slowly and clearly. You cannot speak very fluently that your audience is not able to grasp anything. So be slow, be clear. You cannot, just read and go. No, that way it will be, spoil the whole impression. So that is why it is ideal to speak slowly and clearly. Then don't read off your paper. Don't look at your head or here, there, or somewhere. Try to make eye contact with your audience. You are suggested to make eye contact with your audience. It means you are talking to your audience. You are giving proper response.
Madam, voice is breaking, madam. Seriously, madam.
So that's why
Ma'am, your voice is breaking.
Voice is breaking, madam.
what
Voice is not clear, madam. Seriously, madam, it is not clear, madam.
what to do? What can I? Yeah.
Madam, your
You
signal
can
is
end the
Yes,
showing.
class,
ma'am
madam.
will take.
Madam, your signal is showing red color, madam.
What?
You can end the class, madam.
Okay. Hello. I'm in the. Why? Hello. Hello.
Madam,
Yes.
yes, madam.
Yeah. You have to bear with it because this. See, well, the first thing is that this class is adjusted with. Okay, actually, I'm not the person to take your classes, but no, but it will be, you will be having again this class session with someone else. So try to bear with me because I cannot do anything because when technical glitches comes, we are all helpless, right? If signal is slow or weak, I cannot help. What to do? I'm trying, but I'm not able to find out any solution, and we cannot end it because otherwise also we have plenty of time, right? Hello. Yeah, I'll see the
Madam, voice
chat
is not
box.
clear, madam.
What is
Seriously, madam.
Hello. Are you listening?
Yes, ma'am.
So then maintain a good posture so that you can be now. You cannot bend yourself too much inside front side. Okay, and not you should be very straight. That okay. So maintain a good posture. Be comfortable. Okay, use natural hand gestures. You cannot use your language, your hand means too sharp. Your hand gesture should not be very sharp or not should be very. See, this is the ideal place that we have where we can use our hands. If you are if you are using your hands, so hand gesture should not be very sharp. Use natural tone of voice. Your voice should be very natural, and you should practice to improve your confidence. You should practice in front of mirror and in front of your student friends. You can just practice your presentation so that you will feel confidence. Practice pronunciation. You should practice to pronunciate all the difficult words. And how can you do it? You can do it by breaking them into syllables. So that will be that is very important to have it. And be mindful of your body language. You should be very attentive towards your body language, and time yourself to make sure that you are within the time limits. Okay, so you cannot exceed the time limits, and your presentation should not be very short, and your presentation should not be very very long. So these are first and foremost that speak slowly and clearly, maintain eye contact, and maintain good postures so that you can be heard clearly, and use natural hand gestures, natural tone wise, and you can improve your confidence by practicing it in front of your friends,
Madam,
in
PPT is
front of
not
your
visible,
mirror,
madam.
in front of your friends, and then
Madam, voice is breaking and PPT also not visible,
oh
madam.
my god, what is happening?
Madam, now you are sharing, madam. That's onwards. PPT is not visible, madam.
Now PPT is visible.
Madam, voice also not clear, madam. Once check the connection, madam.
Now PPT
Yes, madam. Now it's visible, madam. PPT. Now it's visible, madam. PPT. And check the connection, madam, of your internet connection.
will be sharing
Madam,
PPT. Okay, don't worry.
madam, we can't understand,
Okay,
madam.
ma'am, will
What are you
you
saying?
take? Okay. Yeah, I just given them the instruction what is oral presentation. I don't know how they are going to. I have checked the connection bit. I have checked the connection. Okay. So these are the things.
Explanation is finished, no?
Mm. Yeah. Okay. Can you hear my voice now? Okay, so these are the things that you have to so that's all about your yes. Okay, okay, okay. Learning. Okay. Ma'am will come and she will speak. Okay. Shall I close the PPT? Ma'am will come and she will take your classes. Okay, just there. But now you have, ma'am, this voice is not working. So what should I do? Means they're not able to speak and we are not able to
Hello, are you able to hear, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you have to respond. No, ma'am was asking you. Are you able to hear? Can you see this screen?
Yes, ma'am.
PPT? Yes.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
think you are able to see this. Yeah. So just now, madam has given a brief explanation about this oral presentation. No? Can anyone come forward to give presentation? Already you have done though in your TED Talks. You have uploaded your presentation. Please, anyone. So this is your class, ma. You have to speak, not we. We'll just give you instructions. You have to come forward. You have to speak. This is your class. You have to improve your communication skills. It's not we take complete to did all the sessions. Only first hour will give explanations, and later 2 periods you have to come with your communication. Yes. So number starts from your class. Number starts from. Hello. D1. Hello.
Madam,
Yeah. Please come forward to give presentations.
for which topic, madam?
If we talk
We can select any topic.
completely, how can you
Madam,
improve your?
why did-
Yeah, yeah.
Any topic we can take, madam.
Hmm.
We
Hello?
can take topic, madam, for our presentation.
Any topic which is relevant.
Okay, madam.
Okay, come. Start.
Madam, number randomly, madam.
Okay, you can start. Time is very little. Only 15 minutes time we have. Please don't waste your time and start. Who are ready, whoever are ready, please come forward. A small presentation.
Madam, I will give you some heroes, madam.
Heroes is not a relevant topic. No.
Or
We already told you
transport,
that
madam, railway
cinemas,
transport.
heroes.
Railway transport, madam. Railway transport.
Give. Okay. Come on, start.
Madam, I can start, madam. Madam, I can start. Hello. Madam, I can start.
Yes, yes. Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, randomly one lecture is coming, sir. Per minute, per minute.
Maybe because of the internet fluctuations. So am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please, you can start your presentation.
Good afternoon to one and all. I am Balkrishna from EC branch. Today my topic is about railway transport. Railway transport is a means of transferring passengers and goods on wheeled vehicles running on rails. While are located on tracks, it contrasts to road transport where the vehicles run on a prepared flat surface. Rail vehicles are directionally guided by the tracks on which they run. The history of Indian Railways dates back to over 160 years ago. On 6th April 1853, the first passenger train ran between Borivandar and then Tan. A distance 34 kilometers, it was first established near Chandni Chowk in 1864 when trains from Howrah, Calcutta started operating up to Delhi. The current building was made operation in 1903. The history of Indian Railways dates it was operated by three locomotives named Sahib, Sultan, and Sindh, and had 313 carriages. It was established near Chandni Chowk in 1864 when trains from Hyderabad, Calcutta started operating up to Delhi. Government of India is building the world's highest rail bridge over the river Chenab, which will connect the Indian state of Jammu and Kashmir with the rest of Indian. It is said to be completed in 2022, according to the media. For a local government official, this is the
Yeah,
tallest railway bridge.
Excuse me. Hey, can you turn on your video?
Sir,
Yeah, what's your name?
my friend, Sir Balkrishna.
Yeah, Balakrishna, can you turn on your video?
Sir, my front camera is not visible, sir. It was damaged. When I was going in bike ride, it was suddenly dropped, sir,
Oh,
by mistake.
what is the device that you
Sir,
using now? Is it
sir, you can't hearable, sir.
the desktop or mobile or glasses? 1 minute.
Sir, sir, can't
What is the
hearable, sir.
device you're using now? What is the device you use?
Vivo Y64. 3
It's a
GB RAM,
mobile,
32
right?
GB RAM. Yes, sir. 3 GB RAM, 32 GB, Vivo Y64, sir. From me in this
Then why
one.
can't you turn on the video? You have a front cam for that, right?
Yes,
That
sir, but
mobile
it was,
has front.
sir, yes, sir, but it was broken, sir. That's why I didn't, it's not, when I'm
Balakrishna,
going, yes, sir, when I'm going in bike riding, it suddenly slipped in my hand, sir.
yeah, the reason for asking to switch on your video is, I would like to see your body language also while presenting the topic.
Sir, you want to see, but I am also,
So,
sir, sir, voice is clearly not audible, sir. Sir, sir, once check your connection, sir. From that onwards, like this only happening, sir. Once check, sir.
are you reading it from a piece of paper or you are doing it on your own?
Sir,
Am I audible?
already I did this one in a
You're not able to hear
lab,
me
sir,
properly.
offline. Sir, I did this online, offline, sir. I did this online, sir. In lab, sir. I did this.
Okay.
So that's why I'm presenting fastly, sir. Perfectly.
Okay. You are doing it well, but just to see whether you are doing it on your own or reading it from a piece of paper. That's it.
Sir,
Otherwise, if you're
that
doing it
time,
on your own, it's fine. You're doing it well, right? Fine. Your presentation is good if you are doing on your own.
sir, that time in offline classes I did, sir. I did it. Madam said some grammatical mistakes is there, perfect